Morning, YouTube. I have a Samsung Galaxy S9 that I've been having problems with it not charging through the new USB-C charging cables. So what I've done is I've gotten some wireless. I got a wireless charger when I got the phone. It works great. But I needed another one. I wanted another one for my truck because I bought like 3 of those USB-C cables and none of them have worked. So what I've done after a lot of research is I have installed wireless charging in my truck. I have a 2007 Chevy Avalanche with the center console. So I've kind of done some research on it, and you can mount a wireless charger in. Right here is where this piece here goes. I've actually already installed this. Now the problem I had was trying to find a wireless charger powerful enough to go through this plastic and this little rubber mat that sits in there. But after a lot of trial and error and research, this is my Galaxy S9, and this is the wireless charger I found. I picked this up at Walmart for 15 bucks. It's a black web wireless charger. Now the difference between this is this does have dual coils, so there's 2 wireless charging coils in there. Now another difference, and a thing you really have to watch out for when looking for a wireless charger to do something like this, is the wattage. Most wireless chargers are only about 5 watts. They're not powerful enough to go through the plastic and the rubber mat to charge your phone. So this one is actually will go up to 10 watts. This will charge through the plastic, the rubber mat, plus the case, the hybrid case that I have. It's plastic and hybrid rubber case. It works really well. I've dropped this thing a couple times. Screen is still perfect. So I highly recommend, if you have a tendency to drop your phone a lot, get one of these hybrid cases. You won't regret it. You can get them on eBay from anywhere from $10 to $20. So, anyways, so what you have to do with this wireless charger is there are some screws on the back. There's 2 at the top there. And then, there are 2 underneath these rubber pads. You just pull those off, take those screws out. I can't remember which 2. I want to say it was these 2. This is the one I use in my house, so that's why the pads aren't gone. But just take those rubber pads off, and basically you're wanting to get to the inside, what the insides are. This is this piece right here is what's in the base right there, and then this piece right here, it has the coils on it. And like I said, on this one there's 2 of them. I've seen some with 3. Like I said, it doesn't really matter how many coils there are on it. The main thing is the wattage. So what I did after I had actually brought this in the house and did a lot of testing on it and everything to make sure it was going to work. You have to get this position just right for it to charge your phone. But the way I did it was I got it set up, taped it down to where it was steady, put the phone case, put the rubber mat in, put my phone in there, and as you can see, my phone sits in there perfect. I just make sure my phone's pushed all the way to the front, and it'll start charging wirelessly. So that's basically all you have to do. Then the other thing, of course, is running your power wires. On these, there is an outlet inside the center console there. And I wouldn't recommend getting a coiled cable. I'd try to find a straight one. I didn't even look when I bought this one that it was coiled. But yeah, I wish I'd have. I mean, it doesn't really affect it. It's just kind of a pain getting everything tucked back in to make it look decent. So, but yeah, so that will fit right down in there. This is kind of a pain to get one-handed. There we go. Slips in. There's 4 screws that you gotta take out to get that to pop out. It can be kind of a pain to get out. I'm not gonna put the screws back in. I'll put them in later. And then another thing you have to do is, where I had it positioned, I just had to cut a little hole right in there. To plug it in. Oh, and that was another thing, is attaching that. I just hot glued. I don't know if you saw that earlier in the video, but I just hot glued it to the bottom of this shell here. So I've had it in for about a week. I haven't had any problems. Now, since that's plugged back in, there are some screws you have to put in. But you'll see it pop up here, and fast charge, or not fast charging, but charging wirelessly. And you can put it in either way. It does take it a second to kind of pop up, but as you can see, it's the charging indicators there. I mean, it works great. And it's really nice that I can just set my phone in there. I have my Bluetooth hooked up to my stereo, so when I want to listen to music from my phone, I don't have to fumble around with any wires hooking it up. And, you know, keeping it charged on long trips and stuff like that. So, anyways, I'll kind of show you how to get this all put back together. There are 2 screws that go here. I don't know if you can see that right there and right there. So these 2 screws, and that holds that in place. And then the only other modification you have to make to it is, this is the inside cover, and it just goes in there. All I did was I made just a little bit of a notch right there for the wire to come out. And this is why I wouldn't recommend a coiled one, because you gotta get it tucked in. You get it tucked in there, running over there, and then everything just runs down to your outlet. So, like I said, this is a 2007 Chevy Avalanche. This should work on any full-size GM vehicle with the center console. I'm not sure about the ones that have the 60/40 split bench seat. I know they have the armrest, and usually there's storage under there. I don't believe those have an outlet in the center armrest. I know there is a storage underneath the seat itself that has an outlet in it, but I don't believe. But you might be able to do it if you have the 60/40 split bench, and then just run a wire, down to that underneath to where there's an outlet, or you could probably figure something out. I'm not sure if it has the same style, you know, tray here. But yeah, for those vehicles, I believe they're the 2007 to 2013 full-size GM trucks. That's the Chevy Silverado, GMC Sierra, Cadillac Escalades, the Tahoes, the Yukons, the Yukon XL, Suburbans, Avalanches, of course. But any of those vehicles you could do this to, and it didn't cost much. Like I said, this charger was $15 at Walmart. I got, the only other thing I needed was a hot glue gun, which my wife is kind of crafty, so she, you know, she already had hot glue gun. But I know they're not very expensive either if you don't have one. Then the only other thing you need is a small, tiny screwdriver to get those screws out. And I bought a small set of micro screwdrivers for like $2 or $3 at Walmart too. So, but this charger, it actually works great as is. You know, if you're looking for a decent wireless charger that'll go through your case, this is a perfect one. You know, it works on my phone. My wife has a wallet style case that's pretty thick. It actually works with hers too. So I highly recommend the Black Web wireless charger stand. So, and it doesn't look bad either. You know, it's, you know, something if you work in an office, it'd fit right in on your desk. You just set your phone on there and boom, you're good to go. So, if you like the video, leave me a comment or a like, and we'll see you later.